Hello friends, I hope you are enjoying my videos. Today I have a very important topic of quadratic equation and I will show in this video the solution of a question with four different ways. So please watch the video carefully and completely. So let's start our topic quadratics. In general form, you can say y is equal to x square plus bx plus c or x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So in standard form, a quadratic equation is written as y is equal to x square plus bx plus c or x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. These are the standard form of quadratic equation where a, b and c are constant, and you can also say a and b is a coefficient. A and b is a coefficient. A quadratic equation can have 0, 1 or 2 real solution. Generally, we solve quadratic equation by following methods. These are factorizing, by using quadratic formula, by completing a square, and by graphing. So let's solve a quadratic equation one by one by these four methods. So starting from factorizing, this is factorizing, and the general form, as I told, x square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and this is a given equation x square plus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. So now break this part into this part of the equation into two parts. For example, I have broken it into 5x minus 2x. So what is the resultant 5x minus 2x, which is equal to 3x? You will break this in the manner that the sum of these two parts must be equal to this part of the question, and when you multiply these two parts, it must be equal to the product of first and second term, that is minus 10 and x square. So it is equal to minus 10x square. When you multiply 5x into minus 2x, so it will become minus 10x square. So these are two important things over here you must know. Number one, break this into two parts like this. The sum must be equal to this term. And when you multiply these two terms, the product must be equal to the product of first and last term of the quadratic equation. So check over here, both the conditions are true over here. So it means we are going right. So I have also written over here break plus 3x is equal to 5x minus 2x plus is equal to plus 3x, so that the sum must be equal to the middle term and the product equal to the product of first and third term, as I told, first and third term. And caution, minus 5x 2x, which is equal to the product of this minus 10x square, which is true, but if you sum these two terms, so the resultant will be minus 3x. Here we need plus 3x, so this is wrong. You cannot break this part of the equation like this. You cannot break like this. So be careful in operators, that is in sign, in positive and negative. So now let's try to solve this question. We have broken this into 5x minus 2x minus 10 equal to 0. So take x is a common over here and take 2 is a common over here. So x into x plus 5 and here minus 2, x plus 5 equal to 0. Now look over here, x plus 5 is common, so we have taken x plus 5 as a common. The remaining term is x minus 2 equal to 0. Now compare these two values with 0. So x plus 5 equal to 0, x plus 5 equal to 0 and x minus 2 equal to 0. So x will become minus 5 and x will become 2. So the solution set of this question is x is equal to minus 5 and 2. So this is the solution by factorizing. Now let's move forward towards the second method. This is the second method, which is called quadratic formula, and quadratic formula is equal to x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2. So here, if we compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to minus 10. So put these values in the quadratic formula. So we have put these values in the quadratic formula. Look over here, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to minus 10 and a is equal to 1. So solve this equation. So minus 3 plus minus, it will become 3 square. So it will become 9 minus 4 and 10 multiplied by 1 equal to 10, and we will write this minus as the value of 10 over here is minus 10. So again, in the next step, minus 3 plus minus under the root 9. So when we multiply minus 4 with minus 10, it will become plus, because minus multiply with minus equal to plus. So minus minus will become plus, and 10 for the 40. So it will become 49 minus 3 plus minus divided by 2. The square root of 49 equal to 7. So this is 7 minus 3 plus minus 7 divided by 2. Now we will write separately these minus 3 plus 7 divided by 2 and minus 3 minus 7 divided by 2, like this. Minus 3 plus 7 divided by 2 and minus 3 minus 7 divided by 2. So plus 7 minus 3 equal to 4 and minus 7 minus 3 equal to minus 10. 4 divided by 2 equal to 2 and minus 10 divided by 2 equal to minus 5. So this is the solution of your question. Have the same solution as this. So both the methods give the same solution. So this was the second method of solving a quadratic equation, and you can also check either your values are correct or not. If you put x is equal to 2 in this equation, so this must be equal to 0, and we have checked 0 equal to 0, which is proved. This answer is right. And if you put x is equal to minus 5 in this equation, again the solution must be equal to 0, and look over here, it is equal to 0. So it means that our answer is right. So this was the second method of solving a quadratic equation. Now we will move forward towards the third method, which is completing the square. So x square plus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. We have the same equation. Now we will try to solve this by completing the square. So x square, that is a square plus 2a and b. So we write 2 from the formula, a for x and b. We will write a term of b over here in the manner that if we multiply the whole term, so the result must be equal to this value. So if we multiply all these, so it will become 3x. So be careful in putting this value. If you can put correctly this value, so you can write and you can solve the equation, quadratic equation, by completing the square. So this is your b and plus b square. What is b? Look over here, b is equal to 3 divided by 2 whole square minus this value. So from where this comes over here, 3 divided by 2 whole square. So as you know, we have added this value from our own side. In mathematics, when you add something from your own, then you will have to subtract the same thing on the same side of equation. So we carry out this operation like this, and minus 10 from here equal to 0, since a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Look over here, this is a square and this is 2ab, and this is b square, which is equal to a plus b whole square. So what is a over here? A is equal to x, and what is b over here? This is b. So a plus b whole square. So we will close this formula. So a plus b whole square. So we, from here, this equation is in the form of this, and we will have to convert this in the form of this. So we convert this equation in the form of x plus 3 divided by 2 whole square, and this will become 9 divided by 4 minus 10 equal to 0. So x plus 3 divided by 2 whole square minus 4 minus 9 minus 9 plus 40 divided by 4 by taking LCM for equal to 0. So solve this equation, this will become 49 and this will become 4. So we will send this term on the other side of equation, it will become 49 divided by 4. So taking square root on both sides, so square root on both sides, so this square root will cancel this and the square root of 49 is 7 and the square root of 4 equal to 2. Look over here, the square root of 49 is equal to this and this will cancel this. So x plus 3 divided by 2 equal to 7 divided by 2 and x plus 3 divided by 2 equal to minus 7 divided by 2. So we will write this term with plus and with minus. So x plus 3 divided by 2 equal to 7 divided by 2 and x plus 3 divided by 2 equal to minus 7 divided by 2. Now send this term on the other side of equation and send this term on the other side of equation and solve. So this will become 4 divided by 2 and this will become minus 10 divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 equal to 2 and minus 5 divided by, minus 10 divided by 2 equal to minus 5. So again the solution is x is equal to 2 and x is equal to minus 5. So solution set is x is equal to 2 and minus 5, which is the solution, and solving by third method, that is completing the square. Now the fourth method is graphing. In graphing, you just put a value of x and you get the value of y. So put as we know the solution of the equation from the previous three methods, that x is equal to 2. If we put x is equal to 2, so it will become 0. This is the value of y basically, and put x is equal to minus 5, which will give again 0. So look over here, this is your equation in standard form. As I told you in the start of the video, that this is the standard form. So when you put x is equal to minus 5, your y value equal to 0. Similarly, if you put x is equal to 2 in this equation, so y is equal to 0 again. If you put 0 in this equation, value of x is 0, then y will become minus 10. If you put 1 in place of x, so y will equal to minus 6, and if you put 3 as a value of x, so y will become equal to 8. Look over here, if we put x is equal to 3, so put 3 in this equation, 3 square plus 3 into 3 minus 10, which yields to y equal to 8. And if you put x is equal to 0, so y will become minus 10. And if you put x is equal to 1, so y will become minus 6. So let's draw its graph. Look over here. These are your values and this is your chart. Now look over here, this is minus 5, first value minus 5 and 0. This is minus 5 on x axis or x coordinate, and y equal to 0. So here the y is equal to 0. And look over here, 2 and 0. So x is equal to 2. X equal to 2 will become here, and value of y is 0. So this point and this point, when x is equal to 0, so x equal to 0 on this line, and y minus 10. So this is the minus y. So this is minus 10. This is y equal to minus 10. This is the third point, and again when x is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 6. So where x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 over here, and y is equal to minus 6. And again when x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 8, so it will come in the first quadrant. This is first quadrant, this is called first quadrant, this is called second quadrant, this is called third quadrant, and this is called fourth quadrant. So when both x and y are positive, then it will the point will be located in the first quadrant. So this is your 3 on x-axis, and this is 8 over y-axis. So this is the point 3 and 8. So you can solve a quadratic equation by graphing like this. When you put a value from your own, and you get a value of y, and then you plot these points over a graph, and you will get equation like this. So this was the fourth method of solving quadratic equation by graphing method. I hope you will have understand all these four methods, and if you have any kind of question, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Take care.